Are you listening?
Rule number 1, you must shower and wear clean shorts.
I did shower and change my shorts.
When?
This morning.
So we're going to CrossFit Charlotte. What stage, what percentage of readiness are you to be a competitor?
80%. Not ready for heavy bouncing out of a squat, like snatch, clean. I'm squatting heavy, back squat, front squat, controlled, but not.
Who will tell you when you're ready?
I've been cleared, but it's just like I'm not ready for that.
Is
intensity.
it you've been cleared for like, yeah, you can work out, but then
no, I've been cleared
back
for
squat like 400 pounds.
Right, they'll probably tell me I should never do that, but I'll build the structures around my knee up, and if I'm able to do it, I'll be able to do it. Like right now I can do 200 wall balls and be fine, so I would imagine at some point.
Is that not bouncing though?
It is, it's just very light.
Okay.
So I would imagine at some point, after enough progression, I'll be able to handle heavier. That's my boss's truck, so piece of shit, isn't it?
So, does that mean that your boss has declared himself athlete of the month?
If he doesn't park there, I park there. We used to do athlete of the month.
What's the plate on the tree for?
That's something that a senile 62-year-old does because he thinks it looks cool.
Does he email you your programming?
No, Google Calendar.
Who is he?
Who?
Your coach.
John Main.
How'd you meet him?
He coached Christy Phillips Atkins Phillips
Christy.
for her 7-year games tenure individual, 1-year team, 7-year individual, 1-year team. And I trained at her gym, and he did a camp and we met.
How come I've never heard of him?
He flies under the radar. He's a level 4. He's on seminar staff.
If he heard you saying, like, telling me that he's your coach, would he be like, God damn it, Taylor?
No.
No. So he doesn't seek anonymity. He just like doesn't seek notoriety either.
Yeah, a lot of seminar staffers are like that. Interestingly enough, they kind of adapt. I feel like adopt. I mean, so much of the top, like Dave was head of training, and so much of his I'm sure just the way he acts and carries himself is that kind of seal, just like, don't talk about, if you're a part of CrossFit, don't talk about CrossFit. Yeah. That Fight Club kind of, not that it's, I'm sure he's not purposely doing that, they just are very fly under the radar type of people. I won't go as far as to say humble.
Do you do this in order? Or do you just have to get it all done?
That depends.
Like, does he give you this so that you're fatigued for this, or does it matter?
It doesn't always matter.
Will he say if it does, basically?
Yeah.
Like, do as written?
Yeah. It changes things as well.
Deadlifts and deadlifts?
That's 95 pounds.
Okay, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah. Not irrelevant, but
it's like a disgusting...
That's like, yeah. .com.
you like it yesterday when JR said that you're in better shape than you have been in years?
Then I have been in a year. Yeah.
Well, I just missed the good stuff.
You wanted me to do that workout as well? I said no.
I'll squat.
When you look at other people's training, are you like, we never do that?
No. 90% of the time, no. Usually I just like to learn. Like, I feel like you can learn a lot about what you learn. What's the best way to say it? Like, I learn a lot of times, and I see why some people are so good at certain things, because you can like see pieces of that in their programming.
Yeah.
Not that we've seen Taylor compete a lot, but I know the things that he's good at when he didn't compete, and the things he talks about being good at, and then you look at his programming, and it's a lot of that style of work. So usually it's more an opportunity for me to take pieces from other people, learn, because it's something we have to do every year at the end of the season is look at like, okay, not just one person, not just Alex or just Ricky, but say like, as a camp, what were we not that good at?
Okay.
Because if everybody's not that good at it, it's more probably an indication of something that's an oversight for us in training. So if it's something that like somebody like Taylor is really good at and our athletes are not good at, then there's something I can learn from it.
Are you going to do the squats from the floor?
No, these are all holds. Front squat hold to start.
Okay. To warm up your front rack, like.
Work on my squat and my front rack. That's why I have these.
And
It's better than warming my front rack up for 20 minutes.
yeah. What would you do if Kiefer said, "Hey, underdogs want to take on SMTP and have you work with us"?
I'd consider it for the right amount of money. Maybe.
$10. I just asked Taylor, what would he do if underdog said, "Hey, we want to take over SMTP and have you work with us"? And he's like, "I'll consider it for the right amount of money."
Like we have the money. The whole reason to
I
partner.
pitched $10 and he said no.
The whole reason for us to partner would be because neither of us make enough money.
I got him to go $250.
Working out.
What's the workout?
2 rounds, 50 GHDs, 50 bodyweight deadlift.
Have you ever had guys train with you and be able to sustain that many workouts in a session with intensity? Like, Kenny, he can keep up well like that? He can keep up well like that with like 5-minute break, 10-minute break between pieces?
Yeah. I mean, depending on the time of the year, she will.
Yeah.
She'll train Jason, and then that's probably it. But it depends on the time of the year. Like a couple months ago, we were supposed to work out. Together, and JR wrote us a bunch of workouts, and we only did 2 of them. Wrote us like 4, we did 2. We're like, I'm not doing the other. It just depends on the time of year. It takes me like I'm just getting to this point where that's comfortable. So I'll finish up my tester and I'll do that long EMOM later.
The past 2 years, there have not been a lot of opportunities where I've been like healthy to push things like that. And not healthy in like the other areas, just simply that. Jerk is the one thing that's felt that I've just never had an issue with. PR'd my deadlift a couple weeks ago at 500, but I can do more, and that was in a class workout.
Why did you ask him if people can keep up with him?
And I don't mean pace-wise, I just mean even at a high level, there are still a lot of people that can't do 3 intense pieces within an hour window without sacrificing them and them turning into like 70%. He's gonna say something about them being pussies.
No.
I mean, would you say that's fair?
Some of that's a product of me being so busy that I have to.
Yeah. Well, that was the What was like? Do you feel like you do them all at a tampered intensity because of that?
The first two, like the bike erg wall ball, that was intense. The 50-50 was intense. The other one, I was still giving intensity, but I was also fucked up. It was kind of like I was fucked up, hang on. And then that 40-minute EMOM later will get intensity. Squatting was
inherently sustained anyway. I look at like the first few as like, all right, those are workouts.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's something you could see on comp day, and you're not necessarily seeing 2 or 3 of those back to back. So it's relevant to train it because you need the volume and the intensity, but it's not like you doing that at 100% is more closely related to what you would get at a competition than doing 3 of them at 80%.
I would say the first one was probably a 9 out of 10 effort. The 50-50 was probably a 9.5 out of 10. The other one was probably an 8.5, and I was like just messed up. I like training like that. I like that feeling. I feel like I get really fit that way, and also my time is so limited right now that if I don't do that, I'm not doing as much CrossFit as I want to do. Like I want to do 3 workouts like that. And right now, that's where I like feel like I'm least fit, is that like 7 to 12 minute time domain, and probably like longer too. I'm really machine fit. I'm really body weight fit. Everything else I don't feel fit, so I'm trying to get that stuff back. So he texted me and he goes, "Are you listening?"
Rule number 1, you must shower and wear clean shorts.
I did shower and change my shorts
When?
this morning.
Last Tuesday.
So he goes, yesterday, I told him last week I didn't want to coach Thursday morning.
Oh, fuck.
And then he goes,
I don't know what I expected from
he
a cold
texted
one.
me and he goes, so I texted him that, and then our morning coach goes, I'm out. And he goes, all right, so are you a coach that can or can't coach morning class, just to be clear? And I got so pissed. I said, don't ever say I can't do something. You know that's crap, is how I responded. And up here he goes, yeah, I knew when I sent that was going to piss you off.
You're surrounded by such healthy relationships.
He knows, dude. Shut up. It's so funny.
How long do you do this for?
I'll probably go 1 more minute, just 2 minutes. And then,
And then what? Sauna?
No, I'll be done. I'll do 2 minutes and then done. Typically, I'll go like 4 or 5 and then I'll sauna, but I don't want a sauna right now. Just want to cool off, wake up a little bit. You know, not a lot of sleep this past weekend, as I'm sure you can imagine. For you, not a lot for me either. When we sleep at our parents' house, the bed is shit, the dogs, you know what I mean? And it's all hardwoods. Like at our house, it's carpet, so I can put the dogs out, and if they are walking around, I'm not gonna hear them. At her parents' house, anything like that wakes me up. I'm that and light. Right here.
Let's just go there then.
Then we'll go to a coffee shop.
What are your aspirations with Self-Made?
I want it to be huge. Like I feel like I put out some of the best. Like I really feel like I put out some of the best everyday CrossFit programming and competitive level CrossFit programming, where it's like constantly varied functional movements at high intensity, like super true to roots, couplets, triplets, a lot of fun practicing skills that a lot of programs just neglect or you don't ever touch, still giving people strength progressions. It's not so classic CrossFit methodology where you only get 20 minutes of training at most, or some days 5 minutes of a workout, and everything else is the warm up and cool down and practice around it. I think a lot of people that have more experience and have been doing CrossFit for a longer time have developed the capacity to handle a little more than that, and they want a little more than that, and a lot of people just want to work out for an hour, which is great. True CrossFit is very minimum effective dose, 3 on, 1 off, 1 workout, you know what I mean, the level 1 classic, you do Fran and that's it, which is fine, that's great, and it does really work, and people who have never done CrossFit before can come in and do Fran and they're fucked up for a week. But people who've been doing CrossFit for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you know, they can do some squatting and then do Fran.
Feel shortchanged.
Right.
Seatbelt.
Fuck. Well, we're not on the main thoroughfare yet. The main thoroughway. Is that what they call it?
The road.
We're not in the main drag yet.
Main road.
We're not in the main rainbow.
It's funny, like all the things I think of when I think of America, I see them every place I go. I see them everywhere. Whereas I think all the things that you think of when you think of Ireland, you wouldn't see one of them if you came. Like I think of like Wendy's, Arby's. Like,
I wouldn't see a leprechaun.
no.
A rain.
I don't think it rains as much as Americans think it does. It does rain, but I think we're kind of like middle. Actually, it rained for the entire month of September.
Yeah, which is fucked. What about London? That's a lot of rain, right?
Well, London's a different country, but yeah.
All right, well, kind of not a different country, dude.
I mean, it's an entirely different island.
How
and
far
it's a
away
different
is it?
country. Like an hour flight.
Okay, so
It's separated by ocean and it has a different government.
Okay,
and
fuckhead. That's cool. And the classic, like, burnt orange, like, Dukes of Hazzard, what's it say? Jewel Dirk.
Oh, does it really?
Well, I didn't
no
say that.
way. That's amazing. It should. Oh, it's the scat back here. It should say the General Lee, dude. Have you seen Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
That's the car, except that's the 2023 version of that 1970s.
J.R. was shocked when I told him that Dallas used to be huge in Ireland.
Dallas.
Yeah, TV show.
Wow.
That Garth Brooks is huge in Ireland.
Garth Brooks is huge
Like,
in Ireland?
massive.
What?
He sold out our national stadium, like, for 5 nights in a row, but then they didn't have permission for the 5 nights, so they said, no, you can only do 3, so he cancelled the whole 5 nights, and, like, really pissed off everyone. And then he came back and did, I think, 3 nights or something this year, and sold out the 3 nights. He did some live show in, like, 1997 or something in the same stadium, and most people's car would have the live tape of that concert in it for like 10 years.
That's funny.
Like, and he was enormous. And like,
Well, he's pretty big in America.
who else?
People love Garth Brooks. I love him. He's got a few amazing
Yeah, he's got
songs.
some really good songs. Like, didn't he sing The River and The Rose? Yeah. He's a hit machine. Do you know that he wrote all the single ladies for Beyonce?
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did. Shut
No, he
the fuck
didn't.
up. It was an attention bite. He's bad about that.
Well, either way, he bit me, so now he has to be put down. What's Fairfax and Reston? Are they names?
That's where I was from. Yeah, cities. It's the gym I worked at before I moved here. Owned by Jeff and Maggie Tincher, both level 4s. Both on seminar staff. Long time. Maggie was one of the 5 in-person judges at the COVID games. Becky Harsh, Maggie Tincher, and 3 others. Can't remember.
Becky Harsh is, but we know what a thruster is. Is it?
Right.
So what's in the back? The 2 gyms owned by that
Yeah.
person, or those people. Okay. Do affiliates have to ask to use the logo? No. Is that part of the...
If you
buy?
pay your affiliate fee, you don't. There's some sort of minutia on how you can use it precisely, but
You can't put it in the urinal as a target.
you probably can if you want.
Do Irish people taste different, Cooper?
Oh, it's the slowest drag of the tongue. It's like...
So what's gross is sometimes he'll like stop in the middle of the lick and just leave his tongue on your skin.
The CrossFit and the accessory, I do it 2 weeks at a time, a week in advance.